Welcome to this very program, wherever that you are around the world watching me. My name again still remains Emmanuel Oromiju Small, known as the Great Seer or the Sea of the Sea. Mmọnwụ ndị iro na nke ikpeazụ a, onye ji ogbugbu ya kwere udo. Now, during the May Day celebration, a lot of events jam-packed, so I did not have the time of broadcasting or bringing to you the launching of Embassy of Ndi USB, an organization that calls themselves USB, whereas they registered themselves as Tower Humanitarian Organization. They said they launched an embassy. Here, was a kind of freedom fighting this time around. We must be realistic in what we want. We must be sincere to our own people in what we want. Here, to our own people, and I will explain it. Before you open an embassy anywhere in the world, you must have diplomatic tie with that country. What Master Simon Ekpa said, when we declare Biafra and we start getting recognitions, the liaison offices will then automatically turn to embassy. As a freedom fighter, not being recognized by any nation, you can open liaison offices. Liaison offices is legitimate, where you liaise to other countries for recognition, where from which office you talk to other countries to recognize you. It is recognizable. In law, it is applaudable. In insanity, it is applaudable. Liaison office is different from embassy. What is the work of liaison office? Liaison offices are where you work from to the country that you are pleading for recognition. This is our liaison office. We have an office. They can come there and check. They can inquire anything concerning your new country from that office. That is the work of liaison office. You know, some people said, which I know, I stopped at primary 3. But you know, in brain or in education, going to school is not being educated or it's not being wisdom. You can go to school and yet you are not wise. Now, they said they launched an embassy. Calling it an embassy in America means that American government have recognized you as a nation. And once American government recognize you as a nation, you can Google it in your Google and you will see the recognition of America. I will never be part of any 419. This is what I condemn during Uwazirike, and I will continue condemning it. You don't do fraud. Saying you open embassy is a fraud. It is a fraud. And I see able-bodied men. Nwanyị na-eri ha mugu lee mpa mmadụ ịhụkwa ihe ọkụ kọrọ aka ewu nna m ihe a na-erie na nwoke a erie na-eduru kasa ya mutu gabadai ya akụkọ aka ama. Is he being a security guard to this woman or what? I do not understand. Lies and deceit will never hold in this Biafra agitation. Lies and deceit will never hold. I am Emmanuel Oromiju. Mmọnwụ ndị iro na nke ikpeazụ a, onye ji ogbugbu ya kwere ya nwa bụ udo. I preach nothing. I spread nothing but the undiluted truth. Eziokwu nke Chineke a na-akọ mmiri ohe Emmanuel Oromiju ji wee bịa. That you don't want to listen to my truth does not mean that I'm not telling you the truth. But then the kind of the manner which idiocy is dealing with you is beyond comprehension. Beyond comprehension. And I wouldn't say it twice. I am Emmanuel Oromiju, the epitome, the embodiment of the spirit of those who have died in this very freedom. I go nowhere. So they said they opened embassy in America. During this time, I was waiting to see an embassy. Please, in the cause of freedom, let the world not laugh at us as a backward people. We call Fulani people backward, of which, of course, they are. But ọ dịkwa na nke ikpeazụ a anyị na-adakarịzi na iberibe karịa ndị Fulani. Iberibe anyị jikwe Samsung Pro Max wee bịa. Iberibe anyị nọkwa ọdụ ka onwe na iPhone 20. Iberibe anyị na-emekwa advance every day. Na-empa mmadụ enyere Mike. Na ihe ndị a ji aka eme onwe ha. Lee ihe ụmụ full grown up men in America in 21st century ji aka eme onwe ha. Look at them. How they gather to disgrace themselves. How they gather to disgrace themselves in 21st century. Now, my question is, can you open an embassy in any country without that country recognizing you? The answer is no. Go and consult your lawyer. Immediately you say you open an embassy in America, automatically it will be that America have recognized you as an entity. And if America have recognized us, what else are we waiting for? We then roll on. We are a new nation. But if America have not recognized us, why are we deceiving our own people that we have an embassy? Now, what are the primary works of an embassy? The primary work of embassy in any country is to care for its citizens and diplomatic ties, agreements, diplomatic ties with the country. If there is any diplomatic ties, if there is any agreement in that country, it will be from your embassy. The ambassador from there will reach it. Are they not announcing to us the diplomatic ties they have with America? Where is the recognition in the internet? Where if America have recognized you, Donald Trump will immediately speak about you as a new nation. All these are fraud. Ihe a yiri ụwa ziri ike mgbe ọ na-eke ndị mmadụ plate number, eke ndị mmadụ visa, emepe embassy n'ime ọhịa. Ihe a aghọkwa na ụdịrị embassy ụwa ziri ike. Criminality will never hold on in this very freedom. Criminality will never hold on in this very freedom. In the cause of freedom, I can never be part of defrauding my own people. That I'm looking for freedom. I preach to my own people and defraud them. I will never be part of that. In the cause of freedom, I will stand sincerely. What, as a nation that have never been recognized, if I ask my little phone, so if I ask my little phone, what can a state that have not been recognized do in order for them to get recognition? Or what are the requirements? What are the primary works of an embassy? Please note, let us go to what can a state do immediately after declaring their independence. A state that declares its independence by lacks widespread international recognition can still function within its borders and pursue certain goals. These include establishing a fundamental government, developing a legal framework, building infrastructure, and seeking recognition from other states and international organizations. Now, what this Google is saying, that after you declared your independence, you secure your border, you can still control your borders. You can still control that place that you how do you control it? You go to Akromaka, you delegitimize the Nigerian military because they said you lack recognition because nobody recognizes you. Why is it that nobody recognizes you? Because the country which you seek freedom from, doesn't want you to leave. So what is it that international law said that you should do? International law said that immediately after you declared your independence as a nation, you can still control your borders. You can still control your borders. How do you control your border? By using force. Force to drag those people occupying, the terrorists occupying your territory, drag them out of your own territory. That's what he's saying. A state that declares independence but lacks widespread international recognition can still function within its own borders and pursue certain goals. This includes establishing a fundamental government. Are you getting it? This is not telling you Nodi Obodo Ibo maybe fraud. Nodi Obodo Ibo telling people that you open embassy in America, whereas the standard to open an embassy first. The standard to open an embassy first, the country must recognize you as a nation. Did America recognize Biafra as a nation? I am asking all of you. A na-ekwu okwu ka ya agaghị akwụkwọ. A na-ekwu okwu a na-eme unu fraud ihe Ụwazirike mere our own people. Ọ bụrụ na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu allowed Ụwazirike to continue with this scamming our own people, where can we be today? In the 21st century, a na-eme unu yahoo. What some people will come and tell me, oh, leave him and fight for your own. How do you fight for your own where there is systematic fraud, defrauding your own people? Look at able-bodied men. Look at these people that you are seeing here. They are not even up to the cabinet that they have. What they said, after declaring your independence, within that your border, you can rule yourself, you can safeguard yourself, you can protect yourself. Are we protecting ourselves? Agara Finland, Sigine declared independent there. Whereas there are things that PM said that will happen immediately after that some international countries will recognize us. What she did from the back is to spoil the minds of those international countries. Because nobody will recognize a systematic fraud. What this woman is doing is to give us a very bad name so that tomorrow they might think that we are backward as a people. Tomorrow they might think that we are scammers. Tomorrow they might think that we are criminals. And further make future agreement very difficult and rare to do. That's what she's doing. Because any one of them that you go to, they will tell you, what guarantee are you giving us that tomorrow, if any agency lay hand on you, you can protect this agreement, considering the fact that when you are not around, this is what this person did, this is what this person did. So how do we foster agreement as a people? How do we move? Some people here will be here telling, Anama akoko unsi ako. Imane oromi juice remains oromi juice in the morning and in the afternoon. I never change. For the fact that you want me to change to whatever that I don't know that you believe in, doesn't mean that Imane oromi juice will change to it. I am Imane oromi juice, one of it very kind. There will be none like me after which I am gone. That is, I am leaving my own footprints. I am Imane oromi juice. Okay, now, let us agree. We have opened embassy. Now go and ask each and every one of the people scamming you in America that they have opened an embassy. Which are they in America with Biafran visa? Are they in America with Biafra visa? Because that is part of work of embassy. So how do you open embassy in America, but you are still holding on onto the visa? Some of them are here with Nigerian passports. My people, I can never be part of systematic fraud. If you know Imane Oremi Jews, I will never buy to systematic fraud. I am Imane Oremi Jews, known as the Gracia Place. I remain strong. Very, very strong. in my own dealings, I remain strong. Very, very strong. I know they change. How do you open an embassy without this thing? I'm still trying very hard to understand. Because what I read here told you immediately you open embassy, or you call it an embassy, you open it, you go to Biafra land and protect your border. Is our border protected? Fulani herdsmen, this woman opening an embassy in another country is still telling you that Fulani herdsmen are buying them. Nigerian government are buying them. In fact, she shamelessly posted her governor. She said, according to her, the deputy of a new country. But she's telling you that her governor hide inside bush the day that Ndi Nigeria went to destroy her this thing. I do not understand. Because if you declare a nation, you will protect it. Protect your territory, your territorial integrity. PM Mazi Simon Ekpa said it. After declaring Biafra, we start, Akurumaka will be till thy kingdom come, securing our borders. I want to ask you, are you securing your own border? All of you, Sabon TK, defrauding our own people, becoming another Wazirike in our own time. Are you securing your borders? I'm asking you. You got to answer me. Are you securing your own borders? I am Emmanuel Uremijus, one of you very kind, preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. Have you secured your own border? You travel from here to here, there is roadblock, Nigerian roadblock everywhere. Recently, I saw a video of a new military that she raised. Somebody opening an embassy as a new country. Her military is carrying double banner. Double banner on here Bunagari. With a Bubago commander that she recruited, putting 8 AK-47 down, calling for BLA commander, General Igwe Butozo, People's General. Or the People's General will listen to a tout like him. I am Emmanuel Uremijus, one of it very kind. Calling Gentle that they wants to work with. Somebody that murdered Gentle's younger brother is calling Gentle that he wants to work with Gentle. No matter what you do, any day you regain yourself in this very freedom, Chineke Bogo. Any day you regain that Ngozi is defrauding you, Chineke Bogo. That is my problem. Yesterday I joined Adadi Oramma in program yesterday, and one of Ngozi Oraboeze, one of the people defrauding people, called Rosalind, was in there. All the questions I asked Rosa, he never answered one. What he keep on telling me is that, believe in what you believe in. Rosa, I asked Rosalind, under the international law, you said you live in abroad and you make a lot of noise that you travel, work with international this thing. And I asked you, I asked him, under the international law, can you open an embassy in any country without that country recognizing you or having bilateral agreement or whatever they call it with you? Can you open an embassy without acceptance of any country? The answer is no. And this guy told me that if they open an embassy in America and America did not arrest them, which means it is accepted. And I asked, where is America recognizing that they have accepted? Google it, it is not in their portal. Now let us go by the embassy that he said that they opened and America did not speak or say anything. Now their group is registered as Tower Humanitarian Organization. Tower Humanitarian Organization. By registering as Tower Humanitarian Organization, you cannot pursue freedom, because freedom, you cannot pursue freedom with a humanitarian. What you are as a humanitarian under the international recognized law of a humanitarian organization is to lend help to those who are being oppressed, to those who lack basic amenities. That's just it. All of you in that USB nonsense, all of you claim that you go to school in 21st century. You are here scamming our own people. Why do you people love scamming our people? Now, I ask, now, for them to call that place embassy, they can never write welcome to Biafran Embassy in that building. They cannot. America will arrest them. I challenge them now. They should go and write welcome to Biafran Embassy there. They should go and write it. But please listen to me. Freedom of speech, you can call it embassy. It is your own freedom. You have the freedom of speech and association. But was it registered as an embassy? The answer is no. You can Google it. Your Google, in 21st century, our people are still being scammed. This is not a stone age. This is not the time that Wazirike scammed our own people. And I asked Rosalind this. Rosalind refused to answer. And I asked Rosalind, Rosa, you use your platform to tell Biafra people that Ngozi Orabeze USB is doing something and doing something. Rosa, now that you are in this very platform, can you point what USB have done for Biafra people? This guy refused to say anything. He said he never used his platform to say USB is doing doing this or that. That I have my freedom to convince people to follow me. No, you are talking to Biafra people. Tell Biafra people what you are doing in a platform. In any platform that you invite Emmanuel Oremijus, I can be there to tell you what BRGIE is doing. Brigi for the people of Biafra. Led by Mazi Simon Ekpa. I can tell you, BRGIE is leading the Biafra Liberation Army, which they have confessed. And the Biafra Liberation Army is still alive. In every quarter, facing armor the tank every time, facing bombardment every time, which is part of the roadmap, guerrilla warfare. But what the BRGIE lack now to start full guerrilla warfare is fund, because our own people, the fund have been divided. That's the truth. And the way forward to freedom is sponsoring this Biafra Liberation Army that have made Musa to cry. Anybody that made Musa to cry and make the president of a nation, do you listen to what Tinubu said? Tinubu told Finnish embassy, thank you for your timely intervention. If not, Mazi Simon Ekpa would have divided Nigeria. So the thing that made Tinubu to make that confession, anybody doing it, give that person fund to continue doing it, and not this systematical scam that they are doing. Look at, even members of the cabinet are not even here. All of them are not even here. Where is Ugo 419? Ugo 419 is not here to defend his dear nation. Nditawa Humanitarian Organization. I cannot be here and you scam my own people. Anybody try to scam, I scam all the person. That person have the freedom that you can scam the person. But I asked Rosalind yesterday. Rosalind never answered any question. He keep on saying, bring your question. When you ask him question, he will tell you that he is not Ngozi Orabeze. So if you don't know what Ngozi is doing, why are you then convincing people? If you believe in Ngozi, there is something that makes you to believe in Ngozi. And tell Biafra people, you said, oh, you cannot tell. So it has become secret. Do you see systematic fraud? Systematic fraud that they are doing to some of you. And with a systematic fraud, hane mono, ana agono, unnefisi baka, ana agono, unsembano, na sasa memono. All the kwamao. ọ bụkwa m ka a na-eme ụnụ nwa ka a na-eme ha meme ya ụnụ. I am Emmanuel Oremijus, one of it very kind. I preach nothing but the undiluted truth. Now, all the questions that was brought forward to Rosa of Ngozi Orabueze, he never answered one. Not even a single question. Go there, the video is there. Do you know what he did? He ran away and then came back with the name Ekwueme. And then told Daddy Oramma that he cannot on his camera for security reason, that he worked with a security department. Do you see fraud? And this guy coming as Ekwueme is the same voice of Rosa, the same tone of Rosa, the same answer of Rosa. Now he came with Ekwueme and they asked him question. He will still tell you, go and meet Ngozi Orabueze. Join question and answer. Ask Ngozi. But you are defending Ngozi with your platform. If I am defending anybody, if you ask me a question based on my conviction, I will say, this is what I see. This is what I know that they are doing. Because of this, I am believing in them. He never answered one, even with the name Ekwueme. That was what brought my distance. Because they are calling him Ekwueme, Ekwueme, go on, Ekwueme. How can you lie that you are now distant, that you are now Ekwueme, but you came with Rosa, you on camera, and now you came with Ekwueme, you refuse to on camera. The same voice, the same person. And when he was there with Rosa, he used to ask me, Emmanuel, you are laughing, right? Emmanuel, you are laughing. When he came with Ekwueme, the same tone again. Emmanuel, you are laughing, right? Emmanuel, you are laughing. We all are intelligent people. So looking at this camera now, you can see these very people. Here have a soldier. Ojerejewe. Here have a soldier Ngozi. Black and black. Ndo hondi DOS. Here hondi DOS. Legon Jinu Taraki. After PM prepared our Biafra Liberation Army morally and otherwise, Lema Jinu Taraki, Lema Shu Taraki. Is these people, look at this bush. If you look at inside this bush that these people are, with different color, only you shot nika or this soldier Ngozi. That of our ego come January. When you look at Ngozi's embassy, or didn't knock a barbar or shire, or anything, just kitchen kebi ibu. Kitchen embassy Ngozi ibu. Why do we love systematic fraud in this point in time that our own people are dying? Why do we sponsor systematic fraud against our own people? This is what is baffling me. I am Emmanuel Oremijus, one of you very kind. This is what baffles me so much. That some people will come, considering the fact that we have suffered a lot. These very people will shamelessly sponsor systematic fraud. Does it look that this is where they do training? Which means that they are here to make video and leave. Then you get what is happening. Why do we love defrauding our own people? Why do we love being insincere to our own people? Why do we love this? Let us be sincere that Almighty Chukwu Okike, the creator of heaven and earth, will have mercy upon each and every one of us. I am Emmanuel Oremijus, one of it very kind. With that being said, I will leave you with the video of Ngozi Orabueze's embassy. Ụmụnne lee na anya ebe dịka embassy, o nwekwara kitchen. Which means pavement a sị na o rentara nwa biya, nwa nwaanyị ebe ọ na-eshi nri, ebe nwa bi. No pavement a ka atọ na embassy. We scam unu in a Biafran day. A day that's supposed to be a solidarity for those that have died and our PM that went to court. Atọ na embassy and a open embassy in order to desecrate that day. Think for yourself. From me from here, from the temple of the grace.